Alright, it's a little cold out. It's spring, but it doesn't look like it. You know, I just want to get the Camaro ready, so I got her started. I had to rip off the old car cover. It got frozen down to the ground. Bought a new one, I just ripped it off, get her started. She's running good. Took a little bit to get her running. I was gonna try to do a cold start, but I just didn't get to the camera right away. Then I had to charge the battery, and that took just like all day for me because I would charge it for like half an hour and let it go, and then go back to it later. And I had to work this morning, so got it running. Got the Trans Am here underneath the cover. I can't really get this one running anytime soon yet. Well, because the motor's not hooked up. We haven't got a chance to take and hook it up or look and see what we all need to hook it up. I know we're missing a couple hoses. And now, my last video, I had a 94 Ford Ranger. I traded even up for this truck, 1992 Chevy 1500. It's a 350, 4-wheel drive. Fuel pump went out in it the other day. Gotta go change that. Otherwise, I'm gonna sell it for 2,500. Not 2,500. What am I thinking? 1,200. Sorry. My cousin needs a vehicle. I told him 1,200. He buy it off me. And the only reason I'm selling this is because I have this thing. This nice green and tan truck, gold, whatever. I had bought a 97 Eagle Talon for 600 bucks. Well, 600 and a $200 snowmobile, so 800 bucks. And I traded even up for this truck, 95 Chevy 1500, 4-wheel drive, 3-inch lift, 33-inch tires. These are gonna be expensive to repair or replace. Primed the hood the other day. The guy I got it from said he let his kids go nuts and, you know, spray paint it with like 5 different million colors. So yeah, extended cab, rear seats. I don't know if you can really see in there or not. Yeah, kind of. Had some stickers on it. I took it all off. Had that red truck over there has the topper on it. That's what topper was on this. It's a good little truck. It's the one I'm driving right now since the fuel pumping out in this. Replace that and then sell it to my cousin. Once I get the title for this one in the mail, I'll register this one and drive this one legally, so I don't have to drive without any plates that are in my name. So that's what I've been doing, is wheeling and dealing, getting different cars. Hopefully I'll get this thing driving down the road here once the snow's gone. I'll get in here. I also recently replaced well, it's not new seats, but I put some back seats in here. They're red. Match the interior color that I'm going with is red and white. Obviously, I'm just going to get new upholsters for these unless I find some front seats that are in good condition. Get some new carpet. And when I do all that, seeing that I'm going to have all the interior out again, because I just kind of quickly painted this stuff, so I'm going to repaint it. Sand it down really good, put some primer on it, and paint it right with some spray paint. I should probably dye it all or just get new ones, but I don't have that kind of money right now. I got these wires down here, and like, you know, all this stuff is kind of loose. If you can see over here, it's all loose, so I'm gonna take all this out, replace what's broken. Like, I have a crack right there. I tried filling it up with some putty, what my dad did, but and like stuff down here. I'm gonna try to fix that. If it doesn't look good to my standards, so I'm picky, I'm just gonna replace it all. So I gotta figure out something to do with these switches, because I'm going to crank windows. I got doors behind the car that I'm going to crank windows, and I got a cup holder that sits in here, and new seat belt covers up there. Gotta get a new headliner, because if you look up here in the corner, it's... So anyways, when I take all this out, I'm just gonna redo all the wiring underneath here to make sure it's right, make sure it's good. I'm not gonna have any problems, because I have a short somewhere in here that, while it was sitting last summer, because before winter started, I just parked her, and at some point it drained the battery completely dead. I don't know if it was because the doors hinges are bad and, you know, it doesn't shut the door completely, and I gotta really slam them, or some wiring down here. I don't know, but I'm just gonna replace it all, so I don't have to worry about it. I mean, there's no point of taking out all the interior to put it back in, to remove it all again, to replace the wires, and then, you know, while I'm doing that, I can replace the insulation, the carpet, just get it all done and over with. But this summer I want to get it painted. I got the brown here. This summer I'm gonna do a little bit of body work I gotta do. I'm gonna paint that truck right there. It's gonna be black and blue. The blue on top, black on the bottom. I'm gonna divide it with a metallic stripe line. Just a pinstripe, really thin. Not too thin to where you're gonna barely see it, but you know, big enough to where it's gonna divide it and you're not gonna miss it, you know. Give me some painting experience before I do that, seeing that I never painted a car before with a paint gun. So I'll get experience doing that and a little more experience doing body work. As you see on the bottom, there's some rust. So I'll get some experience doing some body work and painting. Paint this white, and then I'll have it take to a shop to get the decals on that I want. Going with the orange and yellow-orange decals that the 79 Camaros would usually have for the Z28. And then hopefully by then, seeing that red's my favorite color, I can paint the Trans Am red and gold. So hopefully by then I'll get enough experience, or I'll get used to it, to where it's not going to be as bad. It's not going to stay more professional, but hopefully it won't look like too bad. And then if my cousin lets me, when he buys this white truck, hopefully I'll paint that for him to get some more experience. You know, just trying to learn here. Working at a restaurant, trying to make some money just to buy me some cars. Sounds nice. But yeah, you can fix some odds and ends, you know. This summer I want to get this at least painted because there's a car show at a BP here in my town. And last summer I took this here, the way it sits, and I had a photo underneath the hood on what am I gonna make it look like. So I want to show within over that year I made a progress and got to my goal on what I want it to look like. And then while I'm doing that, I'll do the same with the Trans Am here and put a picture underneath the hood of the color I want it, you know, and then do the same thing. And in the meantime, I'm hoping to buy an old truck. I want at least a 50s or a 60s truck, and then I'll be done for a little bit, seeing that I'm only 17 and I need to, you know, I'm eventually going to have to move out, find my own place. So maybe my dad will move out of here, and then me and my brother split this house, and it used to be a duplex. Then I'll have a place to park all my cars and, you know, do my work. You know, just got to think about life once I'm 18. So after I get an old truck, or I'll just stop as I am right now to get my life figured out, get on track, and then I can start buying more projects. I want to go to college and go for automotive repair, or, you know, something to work on cars so I can learn more about them and hopefully open my own shop later on. That's my life goal, to have my own shop. I just like to restore these older cars. I hate seeing them sitting in the junkyard or smashed up. I want to bring them back to life. The one car I'm really looking for is a 69 GTO Judge. It's my favorite car. Either that or a Challenger or a Charger. Been buying them, but just too much for me right now. Working a job that I don't get many hours. Just saving up every penny I can to buy vehicles. So pretty soon I have to start paying bills. But yeah, just trying to get it all figured out. And I was the stupid one that put a little keychain there where the lighter is. It looks cool, don't get me wrong, but now if I ever want to go somewhere and I need a GPS, can't use that. I don't know if it worked anyways. But I got another dash thing right here, the Benzo I think it is, or whatever, the gauge panel here. I got another one of those in the shed out back. I can put that one in, because I don't really like what I did here with the red paint. I was just going to leave it all white, or maybe just have it all red, or, you know, something different. I don't know, I think the reason I don't like it is because I wasn't really careful with it, and I was just kind of rushing to get it done, so it just kind of looks like it's really terrible. So maybe if I do take some time and do a better job on it, it might look better. You guys can let me know what you think. You know, feel free, yeah. Just comment on the videos. Feel free to do that. I'll take all the comments, bad, good, you know, whatever. Doesn't bother me any. I'm making it farther than half the kids my age do. You know, my dad even said that I'm doing better than he was at this age. Hell, his girlfriend that's like 23 says I'm doing better than her at this age, even at the age she is now. I mean, she's hasn't had this many cars. You know, I think I've owned about 10 cars so far. Just wheeling and dealing, trying to get to where I have my right ones. I probably should have traded that Eagle Talon for that truck, because the Eagle would have been better on gas. But you know, I like the. I was kind of looking for a jacked up truck. You know, something. It looks kind of nice. And you know, I'm into the older muscle cars, the V8s, and you know, with that being having a 350 in it, it kind of just caught my eye and got my interest in it. You know, have a nice weekend and go and have fun with it, do whatever. You know. Yeah, just trying to get everything done here. It's hard to do it all, seeing that I don't know much about cars. You know, got to slowly work on them and have my dad help me, and whenever he has time. He just got done having back surgery, and he had colon cancer, so he's doing all this chemo, and he's got all these doctor's appointments, and all depends on how he feels. And we got other things to get done, well, he does. So I mean, if not, I look up online and try to learn myself, see if he'll watch me. I can learn that way, you know, whenever we have time. Alright, my camera got full, so I had to delete some photos, so I kind of cut it in out here. And as I was saying, I just slowly work on it as we have time. You know, I get a little impatient sometimes and rush things and end up messing things up. I'm sure the short that I was talking about that's somewhere in these wires was caused by me when I took out the dash and everything. There's a little time crunch that day, and I was just getting impatient, you know, getting frustrated. Especially when I was trying to work on this all morning, then I get called into work, half done, and then come back and not remembering where all I... Anyways, camera cut out again, and as I was saying, I was just working, you know, and I got called into work, came back, you know, forgot where all the screws and everything went. Just getting a little frustrated. And I'm more of somewhat of a bigger guy, so trying to squeeze underneath the dash, looking for where the last screw is, or trying to get in those tight spots to put the screw. It's just kind of hard. So yeah, I'll just keep you guys posted as I move along. Like I said, I hopefully get this thing done this summer, painted wise, and hopefully get this thing running. I want to at least drive this, because you know, once this is in the paint shop, the Camaro, I'll have to drive something else. You know, I can't have fun driving no small car like my dad's girlfriend. I mean, I can always drive the truck, but you know, what's fun driving a truck when you got a Trans Am? Look cool with all the ladies in the Trans Am, you know. Nah, I like driving the older cars. It's just me. My cousin always yells at me or picks on me because if I ever wanted to buy a newer car, I wouldn't. But you know, to be honest, if I had a choice to buy like a 73 Camaro over a 2010 Camaro, I would definitely pick the 73. I mean, sure, if I had an opportunity to buy a 2010 Camaro for a cheap price, I definitely would, so I can just, you know, buy it, sell it for some profit, maybe trade it off for something. I'm always into wheeling and dealing. That's just how I am. I started at a young age, you get used to it, I guess. And my dad does the same thing, wheels and deals. That's where we get half the shit we do. Yeah, so I'll keep you guys posted. Let me know what you think of how I'm doing, you know. Just give me your comment, good or bad. Like I said, it doesn't hurt me if you give me some bad comments. Not everybody's perfect in life, so just gotta keep your head up, right? And by the way, these are the doors I was talking about. They're kind of covered. They were for a Trans Am. I was gonna put them on the Camaro, and I didn't know that they were for a Trans Am, and I got the passenger side all the way on, and it didn't fit. I don't know why. I mean, I thought they would have been the same, but I mean, they look like the same, but I guess they could be a little difference in between the doors, you know. I just figured these ones have the crank in it. I figured I could just slap them on, then I don't have to gut them all out, but I already got them all gutted out. I just gotta put the parts in the doors I have on now. So yeah, I'll just keep you posted. I'm gonna take a few pictures of this white truck, because if my cousin doesn't make his first payment soon on this thing, I'm throwing it on Craigslist. I don't want to hold on to it. So, you know, obviously I can't do that until I get the title and register this one. And I gotta have another vehicle in my name, because I have this one on collector plates, and I'm gonna put Trans Am on collector plates this summer. Gotta get rid of these wheels. That's one thing I was gonna say. I gotta get some snowflake wheels. These, I do not like those. I mean, they look really nice, but I would rather have snowflake wheels or maybe honeycomb on a Trans Am. My plan was to, if they would have fit, I was gonna take these wheels off, put them on the Trans Am, and I got some turbine wheels for the Camaro in the barn that I'm gonna put on this summer, and then I'll use the wheels around the Trans Am for like an old truck that I was hoping to get. Gotta go look at some in Fond du Lac. So, yeah, I'll just keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe, leave a message, you know, comment, whatever. Thanks.